Alright, yeah, so the Stealth B, what do we have here? Alright, we have long-range scanners, one of the better augments in the game. I still prefer Zoltan Shield over long-range scanners, but it's up there. We have 2 engines, a med bay, oxygen, 4 in power, 2 in cloak. We also have level 2 sensors, doors, piloting, but a mere 7 power bars. And we have sort of the main feature outside of the stealth, which is the glaive beam. It's a pretty terrible weapon. For 4 powers and a wait time of 25 seconds, we have a beam that deals 3 damage per room hit. Now all beam weapons have piercing per damage, so against 0 shields it will do the full 3 damage. Against a single shield bubble it will do 2, and against 2 shield bubbles it does 1. So what makes this a bad ship is it's very, very dependent on RNG, particularly in the first sector. Even if we cloak, our evasion is not 100%. I think it's range at this current level. So we could cloak shots and still get hit. There's nothing you can do about that. If you get hit in the weapons, it comes offline, and it's another 25 seconds before it comes online, which you can get hit again. So yeah, it's a pretty gross ship. First thing I do like to do though is switch up the crew. Save those spots. Zoltan has a tendency to make power management difficult when it moves throughout the ship. There will be some circumstances where I might want to move, say, my weapons person over to doors to deal with boarders while actually maintaining my glaive. So yeah, we're going to switch them around to prevent that from happening. Again, the glaive going offline is pretty much death, or at least a loss of a fight. And of course on hard mode, enemy ships are more difficult than on other modes. So in Sector 1, we'll actually be dealing with 3 powered weapon systems instead of 2. And that makes a considerable difference of the kinds of ships we'll be facing. Also, we're actually kind of low on power. Most ships will have like one system that it doesn't fully power. Typically it's medbay, but we actually don't have the power here for even shields 2 or cloak 2. What else is awful about this ship? Oh, the medbay. Yeah, you see the medbay in this corner means that we can't kite our team through the medbay to heal them. So we can't actually heal above capacity. So that's also a problem. We don't get a lot of blue options with this particular set of crew. Yeah, so we get hit in the weapons, have a terrible med bay, don't have a lot of blue options, very slow firing weapon. That is the Stealth B. Alright, so we're going to use long-range scanners to avoid any environmental hazards because they'll pretty much auto-wreck us. Let's begin. Let's see, what at first seems to be a simple nebula is actually filled with a good amount of debris from a brutal exchange between several ships. Wreckage drifts by your screen and tumbles into the depths of the nebula to be lost to sight. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. Improved sensors. Alright, so we start off with 3 missiles, 1 drone, 9 scrap. So yes, this ship also doesn't come with shields. It costs 125 to buy at a store, if the store actually has them. So the normal plan with this ship is actually to improve cloaking. Once we get level 3 cloaking, we actually just cloak right off the bat at the start of a fight, and glaive beam ships. So that's the first goal. After that, it's hopefully you gather enough scrap to get shields, or possibly alternative weapons to sort of decrease the dependency on the glaive beam, because as enemies have more and more shields, they will be much tougher to kill. Alright, what's here at the distress? Once you arrive at the location of the distress call, civilian ship hails you. Thanks for responding to our beacon. Our FTL navigation has gone haywire, and we can't plot a course to the nearest depot to get it fixed. Can we help them? Of course we can. 7 scrap and a quest marker. We might be able to get there. I'm so inclined to avoid ships, but I don't really have that option. At some point we will actually need to get scrap. Alright. Upon completing the jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Okay, we're going to reject their offer because we can't pay for it. And this is an absolutely terrifying ship. It's a 2-powered system with double heavy laser 1. Each one of those shots deals 2 damage and has a very decent chance, I think it's about 30%, of starting a fire or a breach. This is where we pray that they don't hit us in the weapons. Alright. Now, one of the tricks with the glaive beam is you actually start in the shields. So hopefully we should do 2 damage to the shields with the 1 bubble. That should knock the shields offline, and then proceed to do 3 damage to the rest of the ship, killing it in a single shot. We actually turn off the oxygen because we're going to need a maximum cloak. Alright, here goes the RNG. 80% evasion. Got hit in the cloaking. 2 fires. So we're going to have to vent that out. And our cloak comes offline. What's this then? I don't know. This is the Stealth B. So far we've done nothing wrong, but we're now in a very bad position here. I don't know if we actually get our beam off in time before they shoot again. We do not. Yay. Alright, 3 fuel, 17 scrap, and a drone part. We now need to fix a lot of things. You did ask. Okay, let's repair. Okay, first off, we have to turn off the glaive beam. Let's turn on oxygen medbay. Let's just heal crew. Let the O2 return. Oh, this ship. It's so bad. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, we'll let the O2 return. You guys can go heal up once more. So we just need to survive for another 17 scrap. And then we can place some semblance of FTL. I feel like Rose met at me on scale of 1 to rip streak. How are we looking at this ship? This ship is considered by many to be one of the worst ships in FTL. Hey, what's the point of FTL if you're just gonna do all the like Lanius Bs and you know, Slug Cs? You gotta. These are the the legendary runs. I mean, it's totally possible we win with this. Yeah. So the reason why it's bad, we just saw in the first fight, we had 80% of evasion and got shot. We are lucky-ish that we got shot in the cloaking. That's about the second worst system to get hit in. If we got shot in the weapons, we're pretty much dead for the fight. And that's why it's a particularly bad vessel. Because even if you do it right, you can still be wrong. Yeah, cloaking was the second worst, so they fired again. Luckily, we got hit only 1 time, and again, it wasn't in the weapons. So as long as we don't get shot in the weapons, which there's very little we can do that actually stops from getting shot in the weapons. Alright, see, a small rebel ship is docked at a small station. You try to lay low, but it spots you, powers up its weapons. What's also kind of bad is in hard mode, they have 3 powered weapon systems instead of 2 in this sector. And that creates a wider breach of available weapons for enemy ships. So if everyone has like a 2 powered weapon system, you can easily, they're most likely going to sync up time-wise. I mean, both heavy lasers will fire at the same time and whatnot, but with this setup, they could have like a heavy laser and a burst 2, and that's a 9 to 12 second difference. So it screws up with what you can and can't get away with cloaking-wise, because they'll have 2 different volleys. Alright, we're going to continue. Everyone's in their spot. Once again, glaive beam from the shields. Oh man, they're gonna board us. Okie dokie. Where are you going to? Oxygen. Alright, we're gonna let them go to town on the oxygen. Until we cloak. Have you ever beat the flagship without shields? I actually have. I just can't remember if I actually did it on hard mode or not. But it involved a high level of cloak, hacking at some point, and really fortunate weapon system. Alright, we're actually going to see where this missile... Okay, this projectile is potentially heading to shields or cloak or weapons. It actually looks like it's going to go to sensors. I kind of can't risk it. Alright, there's the cloak. Alright, now we can deal with the border the best we can. Evasion doesn't matter anymore. Their weapons won't try to attack us while we're cloaking, or they can't get their lock on. Which is 2v1. Enemy ship trying to get away. That doesn't get to happen. Alright, 17 scrap. Exactly 50. Wow, a breach. Okay, we'll heal up a little bit. Depowered glaive beam, bring on the health. Okay, so now we can actually buy level 3 cloaking. Okay, so we've at least made it to this stage of the run. So yeah, now we cloak for 15 seconds. Yeah, we cloak for 15 seconds. Our weapon takes 25, but that's reduced by 2.5 seconds because we'll have it manned. And the fastest a weapon shoots by an enemy ship is about 9 seconds. So now what we do is we start a fight and we just cloak automatically. And then we just try and glaive beam them down. So we're safe from everything except drones and Zoltan shields. Those are both pretty big problems. Okay, let's go to the distress then. Let's see, you've encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks like it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone is on board. Okay, if I recall correctly, this is one of those things that potentially eats crew. And I do not have a clone bay. Actually, I think this is the one where the clone bay doesn't solve it. Receive a random crew member. Okay, it would potentially be safe if we actually had a clone bay, which we don't. I cannot risk any crew. So we're just going to have to ignore this event and continue on. Don't be Zoltan, don't be drones. Don't be Zoltan, don't be drones. You know, I just asked you to not be two things. The only other ship in the beacon messaged you. Finally, after months of waiting, someone has fallen into our trap. Alright, continue. Alright, just want the tip of it, just the tip, to finish up in weapons. I am totally not even remotely mad at you. It's fine. I could have just said no if I didn't want to do it, but I haven't done it on the run. So... because I feel like you really are. I really am not. This is FTL at what it is. So, I know in like certain video games, people just constantly request like the hardest, most difficult challenges, but in FTL, you'll also sort of get that. But at the same time, there are people who just like, how do you win with these really tough ships? And what are you going to do? You ask somebody who has some semblance of knowledge in FTL to try and like beat them. Plus, anyone can win with, like, Delanius B or Slug C. Selfie on a dance pad, please. I don't know if anybody's actually dance pad FTL. The entire crew with Mantis. No, it's, trust me, it's, like I said, I could easily just have said no. I just understand that there's the RNG element stuff. This is sort of okay, though. So our plan here is we start the beam in the shields, through the door room, and then just at the end it hits the weapons. And if this is correct, our beam weapon should break through the Zoltan shield, and then through a single shield bubble do 2 damage to the weapons and take them offline, and we should be okay. The Slug Bee. Alright, see now we're no longer friends. That's just how that goes. Alright, and we just cloak and wait. Yeah, the Slug Bee is the one with the teleporter. I actually think I've done a Slug Bee on cast. Let's hope I did this right. Look at that, piece of cake. Alright, the weapons are offline. They are offering us 4 fuel, 3 missiles, and 8 scrap. Wow, those are actually quite a bit of consumables. I think I have to go for scrap, though. Man, that's a lot of fuel. Nah, we're not going to accept surrender. Alright. Okay, I'm going to run the Zoltan through the shield, the cloak here, and then run him back out. Let's see if this works. Yeah. And so we just stole a power bar from the cloaking. You see here how this is no longer an ioned away. We can actually turn back on the oxygen. I mean, look at all the fun strats we've already done. We beat a Zoltan shield, we stole power. Masala, hello? The ship explodes, we get 2 fuel, 1 missile, 12 scrap. Maybe I should have stuck with the fuel and missiles there. That's okay. That is okay. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 jumps. 3, possibly 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I really don't want to risk it in Sector 1, though. Okay, so we actually saw that Zoltan shields aren't bad. Yes, it is possible to have multiple breaches in a room. It's typically not a good time, unless it's on enemy ships, then it is a great time. It is, in fact, the Stealth Bee. Greetings, welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. I reject your offer. Alright, so yeah, again, we're going to go to the 3 powered in cloaking. We start with shields. Now I gotta make sure this beam is correct. We want to hit all 4 rooms, particularly the weapons. Yes, 1 breach per tile. But it's nice. We always have like 25 seconds to chat while we wait for the beam to do all the work. Three fuel, 2 missiles, 10 scrap. I'm afraid that is not enough. Not really actually getting that big of improvements here. All right. I actually put Stealth Bee as the worship in the game. It is a little bit dependent on RNG, have to admit. I know Cyberbilly had it at the bottom of his tiers. Fun to play every now and again. I mean, it is the glass cannon of FTL. Well, technically we are the Federation. Now, does that mean we're the good guys? Because along the way, we do some pretty terrible things. I mean, we intentionally cause enemies to suffocate because we'll get more scrap for it. Because, you know, you do that. What else do we do? I mean, we kill a lot of people. We steal penicillin and medicine supplied from civilians. Level 5 engines, that would be nice. I don't know what Twinge has done in the balance mod. I thought people had discussed like just giving it titanium casing, so you have that like minuscule chance of avoiding the damage and have something to sell to catapult you towards that, you know, 125 scrap for shields. I think he also lowered shields to be 120 scrap. Chemical warfare, the bio beam. Oh, the bio beam. Alright, so we had oxygen back. Do I actually get another power bar right now, or do I just save up for shields? I think we just save up for shields. Of course we're going to attack the automated ship to get to the storage cache. Need that scrap. Oh, you don't have any shields. That's like a bad time for you. Maximum damage, as soon as I actually place it correctly. Oh, they got a beam. See, that's kind of gross. Gotta run quickly if the rivals are hit and actually dodge stuff while cloaked. Oh, the dodge! 16 scrap in from the station was either abandoned or stripped clean. You get nothing. All right, fair enough. Well, I pointed out like the start of the stream, it's actually underpowered when you start. Like normally you just have, you can power everything but your med or clone bay. But this one actually you're like missing 2 power bars. It's kind of weird. Alright, looks like we can actually get another jump in before the exit. That looks good. Wow, greetings and welcome to our beacon. You have not talked to the other people asking for us to pay for their beacon. Ooh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hull. 2, 4. Can I not quite one-shot this one? I can do 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, looks like we'll be a little short, but we do... Alright, we'll just backtrack across this direction here. I want to make sure I do maximum damage to their weapon systems in case this is a 3-power system. I was thinking of the ship. I guess it's a lot easier on lower difficulties. I would agree. A lot of ships like work really well on lower difficulties. I would say like the Mantis B is an amazing ship on the first 2 difficulties, but it's really kind of bad on hard mode. Like you just auto lose if there's a bad fire. One, 1, and 8. Nope. 17 scrap, alright. Again, we return the oxygen back to the ship. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the oxygen to fill back up, so we're saving up 125 scrap. Hope we reach a store to get our shield. That's the plan anyways. See, you've jumped into the aftermath of what seems to be a brutal exchange between several ships. We've done this one before. We will use our improved scanners. 4 missiles, 1 drone, 10 scrap. Oh, there's a store. Not going to be diving for that. Pirate controlled or rock controlled? So I think we go pirate controlled. Pirate controlled is likely to have more slavers, so opportunity to get free crew. So we can go free crew, long range scanners through Nebula sector. Green, green. We have a pretty nice pathway if we go that way versus having to go a lot of red potentially that way. So pirate controlled it will be. Let's see, that's an asteroid field. We don't fight in asteroid fields, at least not yet. Alright, so we gotta jump there. Yeah, some nebula stuff here. Okay, well. What are you? The only other ship of this beacon messages you. Finally, after months of waiting, someone has fallen into our trap. Months of waiting. Alright, so... shouldn't be a problem. Same old same. Yeah, 3 damage to the weapons, takes all the weapons offline. That's not really an offer. Yeah, I don't know about the food thing. Unless you have a clone bay, then you can just let your crew continuously starve to death and bring them back. At least that's what I would do. And maybe they occasionally do surveys for Zoltans and get some cakes made from stiff dough. Oh, you're a store. Okay, store. I need... I need another 45 scrap before I can go to that store. Or I could just sell the glaive beam and have no weapons. No, we have to attack ships. Soylent Green. Only if your ship's full of humanitis. Alright, starting the shields again. Maximize damage. They do have a 3-powered weapon system. $1,110. Your offer is terrible. You should feel bad. $1,116. See? Look at that. 6 more scrap and you could have lived. No, you wouldn't. I would have killed you anyways. That's dangerous. There's all potential bad events that could be there. I also can't afford the 20 scrap to improve piloting for a potential blue option event for free stuff. Yeah, I think we're going to have to pass on that jump. Kind of just waiting for the oxygen to come back online if we have to deal with borders or breaches or anything. Real key is a lot of patience. A lot of patience. If we could get like a double event, that'd be cool. So we could go here, try and get a few more jumps through the nebula before actually hitting the store. Just need some scrap. So close. Let's see, a heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula at this beacon. We have long-range scanners. Let's see if we can track them. 12 scrap. 108. I didn't pick up anything. I have not. What are you? You're in a sun. You're another thing. Another beacon in an ion storm. Yeah, I really can't go to those. If we lose half our power, we have no power. I don't want to go to a sun. Suns are bad if you don't have shields. And we do not have shields. Do I want to trade 2 missiles for 3 drone parts? Sure. Yeah. Are equally scary with no shields. Well, yeah, no shields are really, really bad. We can take random damage. Do I burn a jump? I think I have to risk it, though. So this is going to be the run, essentially. This could very well be the run. If, like, a fire starts out in a bad area. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so they have exactly 8 hull. That means if we do 2 damage to the shields, take it down, and then to the other 2 rooms, they do die in a single volley, even though we're not going to be able to hit their weapons. That's kind of important. So the reason suns are terrifying is they'll start fires. If you have a single shield up, you just need at least 1. It's only about 2 fires. If you have no shields, it's anywhere from 3 to 5. And 5 fires is pretty terrifying. I did not cloak off the bat. Alright, I can't risk not having everything piloted for the sake of getting out of here as fast as possible. Okay, that's cool. Go here, steal that power bar back. You go ahead and repair the oxygen then. And maximize my engines. Alright, we do have enough scrap to actually get shields though. Okay, yep, started 4 fires. Yeah, I'm going to need the oxygen online. I'm going to lose my... Okay, I can jump. We're just going to jump to the store and then fix everything there. 1 second, please. Okay, fires need to go out. Okay, you can help him. You can go to the med bay. I don't need my glaive weapon. You can sort of help put the fire out, and I know you're kind of beat up too right now. You're super beat up right now. I do have the oxygen on, right? That actually... Oh, I need to close doors. Closing doors helps. Okay. So now we're up to... Alright, so we got to the store. We actually have 125 scrap. We have 127. That means we can afford shields if it's here. Nope, there's no second page, so no shields for us. Asteroid field. Okay, store number 2. Oh, thank you. Alright, there's also not like weapon system we could potentially switch out of, but we now have shields. Yay! I mean, we can't really power them up, but that's okay. In spirit, they're there. Okay, so now we just need 40 power, plus then 50 scrap to get a second shield bubble on. But now we have a sort of run. So we made it through Sector 1 by getting the first big thing, which is the stealth system online. We've now at least got shields. The trick is, however, we still need more. Because we're now going to start running into 2 shielded ships, and this glaive beam will stop being, like, really good. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We're going to start seeing level 2 shielded ships, and then we have problems. Alright, you're an asteroid field. I really don't think I can take an asteroid field. 2, 3... 2, 3, 4, 5... 2, 3, 4... I don't have the power for an asteroid field. How do I want to do this? 2, 3, 4, 5... Maybe that's 6 jumps, at least 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, so all that connects. That's cool. So we can go distress, down, back up here, and then we can hit these jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. All right. Yeah, we're not going to visit that asteroid. I don't think I've had any double rewards yet. As you find the source of a distress call, a small research station. It appears a small laboratory fire got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. The fire suppression system is not responding. Yeah. All these research stations clearly bought their fire suppression systems from slugs. Never buy things from slugs. Never trust slugs. Alright. We're not going to send in our crew and put out the fire because we can lose people, so we'll just hopefully pick up some survivors. I would love an Engie or a rock. We got a mantis. You pull up alongside the station and cut through their hull. You're able to rescue a few survivors, but many more were lost. One of the survivors' officers joined your crew. You offload the rest by nearby station 10 scrap and Jones. Welcome aboard, Jones. Jones goes to the doors. Always mantis. Always mantis. Well, I would like an end. So that's pretty good. I mean, almost any crew there is good, but we at least have something else to help against borders. Engines, of course, would help fix things. More blue options. Rock also gives us blue options and helps with borders. Yeah, how do you get a rock? That's a pretty common theme in FTL, though. You have, like, a missile fires off your port bow, and then you look at the ship and it doesn't have any missile weapons. The rock just sat there, watched them all burn. Okay, sensors pick up a single life form. Always safe to investigate. Oh, you find a colony that seems to have been recently attacked. Exploring the devastation, we find a lone survivor and invite them to join our crew. Charlie the Rock. Hi, Charlie. Okay, so Charlie's going to be our new captain. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah. The reason we put the Rock as the captain is the most important part of the ship, or pilot is. So they're better at fending off borders one-on-one, if that's the situation, versus having to make them flee. Plus, they're kind of slow-moving. You don't want to typically move your pilots around like the rest of the crew. It's going to take us somewhere. Oh, look at that, an asteroid field. Okay, 2 jumps of free crew. I mean, I still want scrap, but I'm not going to knock crew. Yeah, so you see a civilian space station was heavily damaged. You receive a message. We've been hit hard by this war, and we need some drone parts to speed up our repairs. I will totally sell you some drones for repairs. Oh my gosh, we bought a power bar. Oh, because humans train faster? Okay, so the reason I'm putting the humans on doors versus shields is if we're boarded, I want to maintain the doors and send the Mantis to attack the borders. Worst case scenario with I could is actually just kick the Mantis out and move the human to shields for training faster. I felt like that was necessary. And most likely wouldn't even get hit by the time it took to make that swap. But mostly this is just to deal with borders. Decloak's behind you. You immediately power up the shields and weapons, but they continue on their trajectory unimpressed. How could you be unimpressed? We're a motley crew. Motley crew with a dream. Alright, you have hardly time to register jump completion before your ship warns you of an incoming ship with its weapons hot. Hot weapons. Get your hot weapons. Let's see, how much health do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 12. That kills them in one shot. Also to be like, we're so not training any crew. I mean, we're getting no skill levels by cloaking. Shots you evade while using a cloak system actually aren't added. Yeah, your FTL is charging, but you're not going anywhere. 17 scrap. Okay. Whoa, we're almost an actual ship now. Almost. Still would like a second shield and a completely different weapon system, and then 2 more engines, but crew and shields were alive. So you find space station set up for travelers. Browsing through the listings, you find a tavern full of mercenaries for hire. Oh my gosh, to 27 scrap NG. 27 scrap for an NG would be pretty amazing. If you were like pretty far ahead and wanted it from blue options, I don't think I could necessarily fault you for it. But I needed power more than I needed an NG. Yeah. Alright, rock controlled or an uncharted nebula? We're going to go uncharted nebula. We are a little bit low on fuel though. Okay, so let's see. You're a normal jump and you're a ion storm. Is that my only connecting point? No. Okay, I was going to be a bit frustrated there. Unfortunately, we are going to start seeing 2 shielded ships in Sector 3. Alright, navigating the fog. Blind. Oh, sweet. 1 shield. Totally good. Alright, see you soon. This transgression will be overlooked. Nebula, very dangerous. Next time, humans all die. There won't be a next time. Alright, so we get to do at least 3 damage to their weapon systems. We'll cloak. Eventually their border will come on. Can't board us while we're cloaked, though. Mantis on Mantis. Oh, the one shot. Okay, down to 4 fuel though. Okay, there is a store. Does that jump actually connect? Okay, that jump doesn't connect. Do I want to take... And there's a good chance this is empty. Nebulas have more empty jumps than other sectors typically. Alright, so I want to hit up the store and then sort of make my way up through the north part. Mostly just for fuel. The halberd beam. How much does this sell for? 47 scrap. Yeah, can't really do that right now. Boy, I wish there was more fuel. Drone control and other things we can't really afford right now. Yeah, this ship is fairly linear play style. I mean, it's almost impossible to really switch over to a different weapon system, barring just finding free ones floating in space. And you have to get the cloak up and then look for shields. Alright, do I actually want another power bar? No, I think we start holding out for the second shield bubble now. 2. Nothing. Let's see, your ship emerges quite far away from the beacon. You see a rebel ship waiting nearby, undoubtedly stationed to look for you. Okay, we attack the ship because that's what we do. We attack ships. They also have drones. Okay, well, we have 1 shield bubble, so if it's a laser drone, we're fine. If it's 2 laser drones, we're fine. Okay, so we'll do only 1 damage to this, 1 damage to shields. Hopefully they don't have a shield buffer. Should be able to take down the weapon system. And in general, just do a ridiculous amount of damage. So we're safe with the 1 shield bubble as long as we can get this missile down. Oh, they did have a buffer point in shields. You guys are jerks. Nobody likes you. Alright, steal that power back. Get our oxygen back online. If they don't repair shields, it will go down this time, though. Alright, they repaired shields first. Fair enough. Our beam should go off again before their missile actually fires, though. Ooh. 3 fuel and 11 scrap. I'm pretty low on fuel. 11 scrap is pretty weak, but I haven't seen another store. And we're in Nebula, so fuel's going to be paramount. I'm going to accept this. Yeah, no stores. Okay. So we'll go down here, jump here. Hope those aren't my stores. Just because it doesn't show us anything doesn't mean there's not something there. What's my oxygen level at? 70%. Okay, that's probably good enough. Oh, nope, intruders on board. Okay. How many intruders? Okay, just the 2. That's cool. Zoltan can go heal then. Oh no, there was another one. I thought so. Alright, Rock's gonna slowly be making his way through the world today. Alright, finding in weapons or cloaking. This is fine. Alright, 53 health, 41 health. Alright, we now win the fights from this point on. Okay. Well, that's cool. I don't have to waste time moving the rock anywhere. Alright, there are some fights. Nope. It's totally the worst. It is the worst medbay. It is the worst medbay. Let's see. You spot a rebel ship in the nebula trying to stay off the radar. Try to engage. Try to track them as you move to engage. Yes. You squeeze what you can out of their malfunction sensors. Are able to keep track of them long enough to get into firing range. Oh, that's a boarding drone. But they only have 1 shield. Yeah, there's... Because it is the only one, if I recall correctly, that you can't actually kite people through. I mean, you don't have to do that with a clone bay. Alright. Oh, wait, I don't even have oxygen on, so no point in trying to, like, vent. Hopefully we just one-shot them and the fight is almost over. Those are not supplies I need. Okay, need to repair this breach. Alright, now we can open up the doors. I don't think it's going to matter. Welcome back. Yeah, the fact that stuff is like unpowered or they don't have targets in spaces. Oh, I probably had to turn the med bay on to actually heal crew. That's apparently a thing. Is one of the funnier features because it actually simulates like battles, so where the shots are fired from, they come from like different sides of the screen. So it's depowered, yet it follows you as you actually are moving. But it's not moving. Game mechanics. All right. All right, another 2 shielded ship. You notice a Mantis attack ship ducking between the clouds. All right, these fights are now, of course, getting sketchier and sketchier. So our hope is that they don't have a buffer point in shields and we do at least 2 damage to the weapons. Unfortunately, that will still leave the beam online. Might have been a bad call getting the shield bubble online versus a buffer point in weapons. That actually might have been the better decision. Because it's totally possible this beam weapon can will hit us. Oh no, wait, I have a shield. We're fine. What am I talking about? Okay. That's right, you run away. Oh no, the boarding NG. What madness. Madness, I say. 3 fuel, 2 missiles, 22 scrap. I think it's, what, 50 scrap to get a buffer point? Okay. Never underestimate. Well, I don't underestimate them. I know that they do 50% damage compared to everybody else not named Mantis. So I actually exactly mate them. Exactly estimate them? Yeah. See, black market weapons trader spins you tales of dangers of the nebula. Yeah. We attack your ship. That's what we do. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They will have 1 hull remaining if we hit them in the shields. Right? Okay, so we actually aren't going to do our shields thing because we'll only deal 8 damage to their ship and then their weapons would fire. So we're going to cut from oxygen to their weapons. We'll still do 2 damage to their weapon systems, which should only be a 3-powered system because that's 2 powers on the burst and 1 on the mini beam. Again, our shield's good for the mini beam. We don't want the burst to wreck us, which it would. I wish there was a small chance after completing a jump that your ship explodes and somebody didn't pay attention to the no smoking sign. You know it would be a rock. What? A slug? Alright, we can just send the human over. Let's see, if you could add an alien race to the game, what would it do? I don't know. 3 fuel, 4 missiles, and 14 scrap. I really like that fuel. Dang it. I'm going to accept it for the fuel again. Hopefully we come to the event where we can sell missiles as well and get a lot of scrap from that. Don't worry, they vape. Oh, okay. That's fine. Let's see. What could other crew do? Oh. A race that no matter what cloned after dying. I don't know if that would create the potential of a soft lock, though. I mean, I guess there are potentially other soft locks in here, like your O2's got there, respawning in the room they died in. That'd be kind of interesting. Bah, there's a store. Alright, let's see how many jumps I have. 1, 2, possibly 3, and that's outside the sector. So that's going to be at best 3 jumps. So I think we're going to actually have to pass on the store. 1, 2, 3, okay, 4 if we stay in. Alright. Yeah, but that means we're going to have to actually pass on the store. Oh, then if they die immediately again. Long-range scanners to the rescue. Starger. Alright, well, you can go on the shields, and Mantis can now roam where the Mantis wants to go. Alright, not actually going to put him in engineering, because I don't want him to, if he gets mind control, to just absolutely destroy my engines person. Speaking of mind control. Alright, we should be able to one-shot this ship. Need more races. That's true. I wouldn't mind. I mean, they gotta eventually, of course, move on and make other games, I guess. Oh, you're trying to run away. That's not cool. I'm gonna cloak. Oh no, my doors guy's gone nuts. What kind of, Alright, it is a level 2 mind control. We see that he's at 115 health. Pretty happy at least he stayed to do damage to the doors, instead of like walking into the weapons and screwing around with that. Haha, I'm too fast for you to even fight. Get kited. Maybe a race that makes fire. Oh, so you have like a race that... So you have races that act like a breach if one actually act like fire damage as they move throughout the ship. I don't know, that'd be like disgustingly good. If you just pair that up with a rock, and it would just be so much ridiculous damage just sitting in a room. Or if you had one, I guess you could do... Because I'm also thinking like Ion, but they already have an Ion Intruder, and if you could actually control an Ion Intruder, that sounds terrifying. Been playing FTL, just unlocked the Zoltan Cruiser. Zoltan ships, favorite ships. How do you tell which systems you want to have? They're like super important for flagship fights. You mean like systems outside of what you normally start with? Depending on what mode you're playing in, weapons, shields, and engines are like the go-to ones. As far as other systems, sort of curious. Are you playing Advanced Edition or not Advanced Edition, and what's the difficulty level? Because like if you're Advanced Edition, it's always just like get hacking, because hacking's kind of amazing. But if you're in vanilla and you don't have that, cloaking is probably the best system. And then I guess you only have really an option between drone control and medbay. Hacking, cloaking, teleporting, etc. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Advanced Edition is totally more fun. What would I say? So yeah, hacking is pretty much great like 95% of the time as far as a system get. Cloaking's up there as well for being able to dodge missiles, and against the Flagship, Phase 2 and 3, the events where it fires like a bunch of projectiles at you, those are really great for, that's where cloaking really excels. The weaker ones, okay, so mind control I guess would be third on that list. In Phase 3, your ability to mind control your own crew to break their mind control is strong. You can also use it to mind control the pilot to lower evasion just before you attack. Yeah, teleporter's tough if you don't have the crew for it. Like, you should almost always just invest in weapons versus teleporter. Drone control, if you have a defense drone, is worthwhile for shooting down missiles. And if you get really abusive, you can use a drone recovery arm and a hull repair. You can also occasionally use drone control offensive drones if you're really desperate for extra offense. Beam drones are really good for taking down the Zoltan shield in Phase 3 of the Flagship fight. Yeah, boarding on hard difficulty is probably not a get on a ship that isn't rocks or crystals. Like almost any other ship, it's going to be very fringe case that you'd use it. It'd be like just because you didn't have any other weapons. Yeah, being able to kill crew, you still need to deal some way to deal with the super Zoltan shield, and I should probably do a jump. Yeah. Hey, you have hacking. You jump into a common part of the nebula, however your relief fades as a rebel scout jumps into the beacon and moves to attack. Do I even see what you're going to hack? Do I just hope you don't hack weapons? Because that would be a bad time. Alright, how do I want to do this fight? So this is again another problem with a halberd beam. So I can still at least do 2 damage to weapons. So I would be safe as long as my halberd beam gets off in time. And it looks like it's going to hack medbay, so we're totally fine. As a hack follows us through space, omnipresent, always there. Though if you do have boarding and mind control, you can actually just teleport. You can mind control enemies and then teleport them back to your ship. Mind control wears off, you murder them, and then you can just repeat until you clear off all the enemies. It's kind of a hilarious strategy. Yeah, so Phase 3, they have a Zoltan Super Shield, which you actually have to deal 10 damage to before it comes offline. If you have like pure boarding, there is a Zoltan Shield bypass, so you can just ignore it and board directly to the ship. It operates just like a Zoltan Shield, which normally only has 5 health. Ion weapons do double damage to Zoltan Shields, and beam weapons are really effective in dealing with them as well because they never miss. So they always just keep hitting the Flagship. It's really tricky because the Flagship has, I think, level 6 engines in Phase 3, so a lot of shots are just going to miss. Alright, yeah, I think we just go to the exit. So the tricky thing about phase 3 is they have the super shield, teleporter, mind control. When they mind control your crew, if you have mind control, you only need level 1 to take your person back. And you might as well use it defensively, since Zoltan's shield prevents you from the super shield prevents you from mind controlling enemy crew on their ship. Civilian sector, Zoltan sector. I think we'll go civilian sector. That is a sun. Technically, I could fight in a sun. A little bit of a weird layout. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then they just board you with a ridiculous amount of crew. Yes, we will intervene to defend that outpost. Mind control. No bueno. My pilot, also not good. Alright, we can just cloak right off the bat. That is level 2 mind control. This is going to be a while. Stop kicking the pilot seat. Alright, 18 scrap plus 34. Nice double rewards. Do that, I don't understand it. Yeah, once they started with the breaches and the fires in phase 3, so it was Dion's. So a really good strategy for phase 3 is known as the push-off or kidnap strats. So phase 1 and phase 2, you fight them at the base. In phase 3, when they jump away, or after phase 2, when they jump away, you jump into the flagship. There, you basically... That allows you to have the base to jump back to as a safe jump, because by that point, almost everything is going to be considered a dive. So then you can take on as many borders as you can withstand if they still have a bunch, or if like something bad happens, like weapons are on fire or take a ridiculous amount of damage, you can just jump back to the base and there's nothing there. You can do all the fixes and repairs you need to, heal up your crew, and then try phase 3 yet again. It's pretty much like the go-to strategy for the flagship fight. Yeah, they had no people at all. Then it's just sort of, I mean, it's just a DPS race at that point. Again, you still want to try and take down the missiles after you crack their Zoltan shield. I have 136 scrap. Feel I should get some power bars. 2 fuel for 3 drone parts. I reject your offer. Oh, man. Alright, let's get rocking that. 91 scrap still buys us most weapons. I still want to avoid anything that's an ion storm. Let's see. If your laser fire glances at the port window, the mantis are upon you. Okay, 2 shields. Chain ion is a pretty terrible weapon. And a heavy laser. Okay, so glaive beam, go. What is the most effective way to do this? Because I want to at least try and maximize damage to the weapons. So we do that. Start with... So that's 1, 2, hopefully 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage total. I think it's the best case scenario. As long as they take down one of their weapons, we should be okay with our shield situation now. Here comes the mantis. Actually, with shields, we don't quite have to be as aggressive with the cloaks. It's just there's also no reason not to. Because our shield could absorb the heavy ones. See what it does to their weapon system. Okay, cool. Alright, so I can turn off, we only need a single shield bubble. Heal up the crew. I assume he's going to try and board us again. Be disappointed if he didn't. Alright, fight the human. Mantis is pretty okay now. Okay, we only need to do 5 damage. That's what we did first time, so that should be lethal. Let's see, yeah, I killed me. Yeah, the AI... The AI is able to fix multiple systems quickly versus humans. So if you're playing on... Oh, wait. Okay, so here's what you could do about if you're having trouble with the AI is on easy and normal mode, you should have the weapons rooms are completely free from the ship. On hard mode, the actual blasters or the laser turret and the rocket turret are actually attached to the ship. But since they're separate, don't kill the person who's in the laser turret. Kill the rockets because they're the most damaging. Do the ions and the beam weapons if you want to. But if you leave that one person alive, the AI won't take over the ship. And that means it won't have a pilot or engines, so that's reduced evasion during Phase 3 fight. And you can, and then they don't also do the mass level of repairing. I like how offensive bombs can target your own ship because it reminds me of Liar Liar. I'm kicking my own ass. Sometimes you need to bomb your own ship. Yeah, so just leave the that poor one person just sitting in the turret trying to figure out why no one's talking to him anymore. And then the AI doesn't take over for Phase 3. It doesn't work on hard mode, but the other ones, easy and normal, it totally does. Avoiding that like the plague. Attack the pirate. Uh-oh. Okay. That is a 3-shielded ship. This is a problem. And they have Mantis. I like how we just started seeing 2-shielded ships, and it's like, hey, now they're 3-shielded. What do you think about that? Pretty gross. Okay, so our plan... should I be increasing engines? I need weapons. When I get to a store, I need to be able to buy weapons. Yeah. We're okay, though. Our shield will stop the basic, and we can just cloak underneath the flak. And then we should be fine. Alright, I'm going to move the rock now, because, gosh, they're so ridiculously slow. Well, I'm fine in a sense. Okay. Alright, turn off the glaive beam. I don't actually need that. Problem is my evasion is really low. Okay, we got up to 75. Please kill these crew. No, not the Mantis, not the Mantis. I want the rock to go in there, not the Mantis. Alright, weapons person I'm not even using right now. It's so far away, and it's so terrifying and awful. Please actually win a fight. Thank you. Do they have a clone bay? Okay, they will board us back. So terrifying, Mantis. Okay, Mantis came back, 1 on 2, that's fine. I kind of want to delay the jump for our cloaking to come back online, unless there's a store I can go to. No, it's a distress. Yeah, so I want my cloaking to be back online. Okay, and it is. Now we can jump. Hopefully this is a good distress. It looks as they are fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. We will hail them. Yeah, the refugee ship, a pirate ship, jumps into the system. It was using the refugees as bait. You fiends. Okay. Okay, I need to reallocate power. Actually have my weapon system online. Who are you? Is Mason in the right spot? I honestly don't know right now. Okay, Mantis can go back in there. They don't have a teleporter. They only have 2 Mantis crew. That means they can't fix anything. Alright, everyone's where they should be. Alright, we'll just cloak it out. That was dumb. So if they have a shield point buffer, I only do 1 damage. This weapon could come offline. Unless it's true about the whole charge weapon is the one that comes offline. That's the best part too. So how the you'll notice that their clone bay somehow resurrected this enemy from a different ship, because that's how FTL works. It just doesn't actually see them as an enemy from a different ship. Yeah. So I screwed up. I should have eaten this shot and cloaked under the missile. And so now we're super vulnerable. Alright, is Charlie even trained? Charlie's not trained. I'm gonna get Charlie moving into a systemless room. It's less likely to get hit, because if he gets hit with a missile, he's dead. Even though now we have no evasion. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Alright. Mistake there. Took 4 damage I didn't need to take. You can't damage with it. If shields were down, you could have cloaked it. Alright. Oxygen's back online. I don't need them to choke out while they're there. Alright, so heal up the last 2 crew. Do you ever do pauseless runs? I do not do pauseless runs. I'm not particularly good with the hotkeys. It's not something I've really tried. So the hit is determined when it passes the shield bubble. If the shields are up, or the room if they are down, they would have brought just enough time to cloak it, I think. Wow, that's next level. Mind control clone bay, why don't you have weapons? Really need something to help complement the glaive beam so I can start taking down a second shield bubble. But they don't have hacking. And they don't have a weapon. Mantis and a crew teleport. Oh, that is a really desperate situation. It's not quite bad enough yet that I want to do that. Yeah, Swedish plays no pause. Alright, I've been pretty neglectful of engines. Man. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we will let you continue on your way. Wow, so that's a glaive beam behind a Zoltan shield. And they have a 1-power weapon. So we could glaive beam to deal exactly 1 damage to their weapon systems. And that would be it. And then we would get glaived in half. Geez, I don't think I can take this fight. I mean, granted, the glaive beam will only do 1 damage, but again, if they hit our weapon system, that goes offline. I will pay their toll and live to fight another day. Hull laser 1. Well, that is technically a weapon, but hacking. Yeah. Okay, we're buying hacking. Now we can at least take down a shield bubble or so. The timing is a little bit tricky, but it at least sort of constitutes an actual weapon. Fire beam, hull laser. Okay, I can't afford anything else. 2, 3. How many jumps do I have? 1, 2. Boy, I think I only have 2 jumps. If it's 3, it's really close. Level 1 hacking sometimes takes down 1 shield and sometimes takes down 2. Really weird. Oh, sell 15 missiles. I totally want to sell you. Why did you put your mantis on scanners? Oh, I could put them on scanners. I suppose there's no reason not to and get some benefit out of it. Okay, if I can just get a few more power bars, repair. No, I can't afford to do that right now. Oh, it was close. That's okay. Next sector. Rock homeworlds or Zoltan homeworlds? Well, those are two insanely awful choices. Rock homeworlds are going to have cloaking, and Zoltan homeworlds are going to have Zoltan shields. So I can absolutely not hack Zoltan shields. Rock homeworlds it is. I mean, cloaking's bad. Oh, this is just bad. Bad. Everything is awful. Oh. Small civilian ship flies over as soon as you arrive. I will give them 3 fuel. Please give me a lot of scrap. 47 scrap. Okay. 1, 2, 3 jumps. Sees half the sector. Good chance if there's a store, we'd see it by then. Right? Oh, this is, I think, pretty much what every stealth B run looks like. Oh. Alright. Let's see. An ancient device is orbiting within the crystal rings of a nearby gas giant. Hey, check it out. This is the Crystal Homeworld quest. We don't have a crystal on board. 46 scrap. Alright, I will take 46 scrap. Oh, so there's only one possible event there. A sun without a ship is borders without scrap. So, not gonna go there. Okay, do need fuel or easy fights. Let's see, a curious sight greets you at the beacon. A disabled rock freighter drifts in space while 2 mantis crafts battle it out, presumably over who deserves the spoils. We will attack the surviving mantis. The smaller ship suffers a power failure as it moves to engage, but the larger one lets off a volley to fire and moves into attack. Okay. Hack the shields. Oh, ha ha ha. Wow, mantis ship that doesn't have borders. What is this? Okay, that should be good. Let's see how close I get the timing. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's a one shot. Oh, the strats. No fuel. 38 scrap though. Okay. Oh, we go to the store. Do you sell fuel here? Do you sell, like, alternative weapons? You do not sell alternative weapons. Okay, that's fine. You run your business how you want to run your business. Alright, we'll check out this store, I guess, as well. Anything. That is an anything. I totally agree, that is actually an anything. It's a burst laser too. And I'm down to 4 fuel. Am I gonna pass on a burst laser too? Do I pass on a burst laser too because I can't afford any fuel if I get it? Oh no, I spaced it. What? Did Nightbot die? No, Nightbot's there. I don't know. I had things. Nope. Alright, I have no idea then. Oh. I really have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. I can't believe I'm going to have to pass up a burst laser because I don't have any fuel. YOLO it, obviously. Maybe like there's lasers to her right. I know, chat. I understand. Yeah. Okay. We just sold long range scanners. Yeah. Who needs long range scanners? Yeah, it is a winnable weapon setup. I mean, technically we now have like everything we need. Technically. Now we just need scrap. Just need scrap. Let's see, Rock Crew to prevent a riot. 22 scrap. Okay, that starts getting us there. That's the ball rolling. $18 scrap and a system repair drone. Cool, cool. So let's see, it's 125 scrap to get that online as well. I shouldn't have to, though. The only problem is if we run into NG ships, which will have defense drones. And so you're immediately messaged by an imposing-looking rock war vessel. Ooh, this is interesting. You're a ship off to save the Federation, aren't you? And you expect to survive with that hunk of junk? Hey. I mean, it used to be a hunk of junk. Look at my weapon system right now. If I ever get that online, like 300, 500 scrap from now, it's going to be amazing. We are going to save them or die trying. Quest marker added to the next sector. Rock cruiser quest indeed. I was about to say, hey, that jump's empty, but I don't have long-range scanners to know. Quite a lot of money if it's done. Yeah. Alright, rockship flies past your windows. If you recognize outcast decorations on the whole, it must be pirates. Totally 3 shields. Alright, we're gonna hack your shields. Wow, that is a weapon system that they have. That's a 4, 5, 6, 7 powered weapon system. Super nasty. Okay, so our shield will eat the basic laser and then we'll cloak. Hopefully we time our hack correctly. Okay, there we go. Phase 1 complete. Start the hack now. Actually, I'm less concerned dealing damage to the shields. We'll start in the weapons. What's gross is we're only going to do 3 damage to the weapon system. Only. Come on, line up correctly, please. Okay, there we go. And I mistimed it. That is bad. Oh, clutch evasions. All right, now do I switch actually over to the burst laser? I don't think so. Okay, so if all 3 shots hit, just don't hit the weapons. I thought I'd ask really nicely. Okay, 1 shield takes care of that. Uh-huh. Okay, and that monstrosity just came back online. This is bad. Alright, we take the shield down because I won't be able to hack it again. Wow. Alright, just don't hit me in the weapons again. Doors is acceptable. Okay, will I cloak in time for the 5 shots? The answer is no. But that's fine. Alright, well, we took a little bit of damage, bound to happen at some point. Oh, that timing is... Alright, let me read up on this. So the hack lasts... Okay, so it only lasts for 7 seconds. Okay, for some reason I was operating like it was probably closer to 10. So that's past the 3rd waypoint on the glaive beam if I want that to time correctly. Alright. Okay, so I think it's just easier if I just get the hack up to 10 seconds. Let's see, scanners show intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. We investigate, we communicate peacefully. 1 fuel, 2 missiles, 21 scrap, and a fightin' NG. How's my engine crew doing? You're awful. We're gonna put you in shields. Just sit there. Alright. Look at that. An extra 2.5% evasion. Okay, we buy a power bar for that. Yeah, I know the fight in Nenji. Oh man, it's another missed jump. What's this sector? Slughome Nebula. Okay, Slughome Nebula it is. The only thing that could render a nebula more dangerous is if it's also home to the slugs, which it is. Oh, are you kidding me? That's just the meanest. So that was my Rock Cruiser quest, which has an amazing reward that is 3 dead jumps. Not like 1 dead jump, 3 dead jumps. Alright, I'm gonna need a refill of my beverage and take a few moments to collect myself. So yeah, we're gonna take like a 3-minute break and then try and finish out this run here. And thank you everybody for stopping by. Like I said, we'll be back in about 3 minutes. Oh, that's awful. All right, thank you for your patience. My sound just break? Alright, my sound just died on me. Let me fix that and reload the game. Alright. Looks like the sound's back for me. Sorry about that. Yep, quest is still all the way over there. Okay. Sector 6. So we need more scrap, improve invasion, shields, and get the burst laser 2 online. That's the goal. The direct attacks are not preferred by the slugs. But of the 3 you see at this beacon, one has the brass to make a move on your position. Alright, so this is a fun little ship in that its oxygen is actually not connected to the rest of it. Alright, so there's the heavy. We missed it. Alright, now we'll do the long cloak. And it's only level 2 shield, so I shouldn't be able to mistime this one horribly. But who knows? We never accept surrender from slugs. Is its halberd beam still online? Alright, 2 shield bubbles is good enough for the halberd beam. No evasion, or limited evasion. Alright. Clean fight, just the way I like it. 41 scrap. I'm sort of trying to think of what order would be the best one to actually do improvements. It's 100 scrap for the next shield bubble. Alright, actually I just need another power bar right now. I don't think the burst is a priority currently. The slug vessel you encountered has obviously made a big score looking to test out its new armament. They picked the wrong ship to attack. Well, that's 4 shields and a glaive beam. Let's see, mind controlled my doors person. It's only a level 1. Okay, I really need to not mistime this shot. Luckily, I know how it's glaive timing because it's the same as mine. Okay. So we can actually be pretty sloppy with the timing-wise on this. Okay, we'll just cloak now. Hack now. Wait. Okay. As long as we do 3 damage to the weapons, the glaive beam comes down, and then we're safe for the rest of the fight. Do I want to do 3 damage to shields, though, or do I just hit as many rooms as possible? I feel like I should just hit as many rooms as possible. Oh, not the weapons. Okay, just need a few more bubbles hacks. And that'll do it. Will I still go for the quest? No. There's no way I could justify going for that quest. I mean, like, if those were even empty jumps, can you imagine? So the best way would be from here to there, to there, there, and then it's 1 dead jump, 2 dead jumps, coming back. I don't even think I could even do it fast enough that I wouldn't be diving by the time I came back here. I don't see it as an option. I suppose we could get fuel at the store. Oh, they just hacked my O2. Do I want to hack them back? Are you kidding me? Of course not. Okay, so my shield eats the ion. I'm only doing 3 damage. I'm not taking down nearly enough weapons. So this is the problem. Do I get up my defenses so I can take more weapon damage, or do I try to get the Burst Laser 2 online? That's 125 scrap. The shield bubble is 100 plus power. Oh, that's power as well. Same amount of power, too. Okay, I want to hit everything. Okay, dodge the beam weapon. Okay, that's powered as much as I can power it. Okay, thank you for that evasion. That I can live with. $31 scrap. Okay, heal the crew. Probably have to actually put them in the med bay for them to heal. Reasons. Okay, so I'm waffling. Waffling is bad. I should at least get a buffer point in weapons. That's sort of a defense. It's unlikely I'll get hit with multiple ones. And I don't want a single one just sort of ending the run or my ability to fight back. and just sort of hope that RNG and evasion gets us through everything else. Actually, I do have some stuff I can sell, though, don't I? Burst laser 2, heavy laser 1. Wow. Okay, that's legit interesting. Okay, glaive beam sells for 47 scrap. That gets me to 104. I could sell the glaive beam, buy burst 2, buy heavy laser 1. I'm a power, and then I would need another 50 scrap to actually get all that online. But if I do that, that gives me way more firepower in hitting single rooms. See, the problem is I'm not doing enough damage to a single room, particularly weapons. I need to be able to do more damage to weapons. If I switch out to heavy laser and the other weapon, I would be doing potentially 5 damage to a room, which would knock enough weapons offline, hopefully, that my shields and evasion hold. I don't know what to do. Because I feel like that's a little bit easier to get online. But that would be my only 3 weapons for the flagship fight. Oh, what do I do? Or do I just pass it up and stick with the plan of getting enough scrap so I just go burst 2 glaive beam and that wins? Oh, that wins super hard. Well, glaive beam's gotten us this far. You stick with the glaive. Well, is it really a stealth B run if you're not running the glaive? So the burst laser 2 can get the heavy online? That would actually work too. I get 40 scrap for that. I deal 2 damage to the weapon room on top of the glaive beam. Or I just gut it out for a little bit longer. Gut it out for a little bit longer. Was that 3 jumps? 1, 2, 3. So I could go 1, 2, 3. That looks good. And the glaive beam lives. Nothing. Counter remote. Let's see, what are you hacking? Medical unit and intruders on board and force shields and mind control. Wow, that's gross. Okay, how many boarders? Why are there so many level 4 shield ships? Because it's level Sector 6 in Homeworld, so they like to kick it up a notch. Okay, double slugs. Yeah, I don't have a med bay. Okay, so that's a heavy 2 and a 1. That fires in 13 seconds. So I can absorb this one, be fine. I probably recover in time for those, but I don't know if I can get my other shield bubble up in time. Okay, let's switch out those crew position-wise. Okay, switch out those crew position-wise. Okay, doors are gone. Cloaking would be hacking would be a problem. I need you to not do that. Really need you to not do that. Without killing off my other crew member. Okay, it's only a level 1 cloak, or mind control. Alright. I think now I have to cloak. Alright, we still have the level 3 hack. A little late, that's okay. If we do damage, we should win. They can't teleport back. Nah, I think I want engines. I was kind of concerned they would run away. Alright, 2 shields for a heavy and that we're good. Mind control my Zoltan. Okay, let's distract the Zoltan. I kind of don't want to lose my shields. Alright, we hack again. The weapon system's back up. We can just cloak. Don't have to think about it. Not thinking about it is great. Alright, Manor Medbay comes back online. 53 scrap. Okay, so just another 21 scrap, and we're quote-unquote okay then. We'll just be able to dunk weapon systems pretty greatly. Pretty greatly, that was a sentence of some sort. Of course, they'll still actually have regular evasion unless we take out piloting with our beam. Oh, we are living on the edge. Let's see. A few more vicious beasts in the galaxy than a slug with his back to the wall. A faltering ship armed with fire weapons. Yeah, we can't. 3 shields and a glaive beam. See, look at that. You know what that's called? That's called being reasonable, slugs. How hard was that? Just being reasonable. So that's a firebomb, or you're a bunch of liars. But then that would just make you being slugs. Haha, you missed. Okay, this is fine. Well, currently it's fine. I don't know if they actually get that firebomb back online. That's cool, Rock got it. We can send help. Actually, don't even need the hack. Oh, 47 scrap. Oh, right, he took 30 points of damage from the bomb exploding. I was like, he's immune to fire damage, not bombs exploding. Alright. So just 4 more scrap gets us the last power bar. Not the last power bar, but that sets us up so I feel okay. The problem is also going to be just the timing on stealth or on ships with cloaking is weird, because our beam actually takes long enough that we'll have to withstand 2 cloak cycles before firing it off. 1, 2. Yeah, I think we're just going to the store for supplies. Fuel and some hull. Automated reloader. That would be kind of amazing. Okay, even though that one's outside the nebula. Oh no, it actually says it's inside the nebula. Okay, cool. Then we have the 3 jumps. Should be fine. Okay, just need scrap. We will attack your ship. Do you have defense drones? You have a defense drone. Okay, beam drone. Should be okay if we can sneak this past the drone. Yuck. Alright, I'm going to give it one more shot. I mean, with the 2 shielded ship, there's actually a chance our burst laser would have been able to get through just fine. Okay, now we do the hack. It's only 2 shields. Okay, 3 damage to weapons takes off any threat from the weapon system. I think we'll go piloting afterwards just to knock down their evasion. 5 missiles, 20 scrap, no thank you. Or we just one-shot them. Also works. One-shotting also works. Time to follow and help them. You search hopelessly, your sensors can't pick up anything. I wonder if I had long-range scanners still actually wouldn't have missed out on that event. Slug controller Mantis home engine controller Mantis home worlds. So we did rock homeworlds, we did slug homeworlds, and now we're faced with Mantis or NGs. I think we have to go Mantis. I have to figure that there's going to be a dumb amount of defense drones in a Sector 7 NG controlled sector. And we're kind of relying on our hacking to get us through. Besides, I just predominantly just want scrap. So hoping for a lot of fights. Let's see, distress signals coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system, we can help. We will use NG crew. 61 scrap. Okay, so we're going for level 3 shields now, I think. We're pretty much set system-wise, I guess. Let's see. A small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been retrofitted for transport. Okay, they're going to try and run away. We will demand the surrender of their goods. Okay, they got a beam drone. And they also have hacking. Are they hacking my sensors? Alright, next time make sure I actually know where they're going to... I know I have to hack shields. We're pretty much a one-trick pony at this point. Okay, so if I hit enough systems, that should pull their piloting off. And then I do 3 damage to their weapons. That seems risky. Let's not do that. Let's just dunk their weapons right now, because I'm not actually worried about their drones or their hacking. And then we'll just shoot their piloting. That works. Let's see, there's a Flagship with pirate markings orbiting the nearby planet, and you receive a tail. Anything is possible for the right price. I believe the right price is nothing. Oh wait, okay, they have mind control, they don't have a cloak. Mind control, not a problem. Okay, just making sure I actually hack the right thing. I have been known to occasionally not do that. Okay, now we can cloak. Oh geez, should have started the hack. Hacking's fine. Okay, their weapon system is pretty much as far away from anything else that we actually want to hit as possible. Okay, we can't hit engines. 3 damage to engines should pretty much drop their evasion to low enough that our... Excuse me, one moment. Alright, that we can... What other systems do I want to hit? Do I just want to keep pounding on weapons? Wasn't sure whether I keep making sure to take the weapons because the glaive beam was still up, but with 3 shields, I probably should have gone piloting there. Oh. Yeah, it didn't matter. I couldn't win this fight. My hacking wouldn't have been online to take down the shields. Yeah, there was no way I could win that fight with our setup. Unless I... With an engineer, the engine would have fixed the piloting pretty quickly. I mean, considering we dealt 3 damage to their engines and they still jumped that fast. Sometimes you just can't win. Alright, 5 fuel, 8 drone parts. Through fuel, 8 drone parts. Intruders on board. Okay. Double mantis. Sure. All right. Double boarding mantis in Sector 7. Terrifying. Could I get scrap or something on a jump, please? Oh, see, this is reasonable. 2 shields, missile weapon, teleporter. We will aid the civilian ship. Double rewards chance. Okay, let's go ahead and close those doors. We can get the Zoltan out of there. Or the NG, that's right. We kicked out the Zoltan from earlier. I put oxygen back on. There was no oxygen in that room, I guess. Wow, I totally missed that. I knew he was low on health from the damage. I thought the oxygen was equalized, though. Okay, well, I just lost a mantis. $54 scrap. Contact the civilians. Another 38. Okay, 99 scrap. That was sloppy by me then. I guess I couldn't really tell in the cloak that the room was pink striped. I just thought it was low on oxygen, not that it was out. Okay, so I actually have you partially trained, you're almost trained. Still technically don't have 100% evasion while dodging right now, even full powered engines level 4. 22 scrap and a free firebomb. Firebomb is actually kind of interesting. I mean, one of my concerns is actually phase 3 and killing crew, which the firebomb can do Wow, if we get the firebomb online, hack shields, we'll beam through the shields and then firebomb them, we're gonna kill a ton of crew. That might be worthwhile. It's 190 scrap to get it online. Game? 2. Okay. 2. So I'm down to 3 fuel. We jump here to see all these points. That's one jump. Second jump is here. And hopefully we see store. Yeah, 8 power weapon system. And you're trying to run away. Actually, their weapons aren't too bad. I think scrap should be spent elsewhere. Well, let's see. Level 4 shields still need more evasion before getting the firebomb online. I think that's fair. Okay, if we do 3 damage to their piloting, then their evasion's 0, and we should be able to pretty much clean up the rest of this fight with no problems. Two missiles, 1 drone, 24 scrap. Is there a store? This is... I don't want to dive in Sector 7. Alright, I'm going to jump to the exit here. If this is a store, then we actually will be able to buy fuel here and jump back. Elsewise, I had to spend a fuel jumping to the next sector, so I'll get 10 fuel and 10 hull repair. Because I have cloak in the hack. But I am down to 8 drone parts. But if I run out of fuel, I'm going to have to actually kill that ship. It's less about to do with the dive then. If I run out of fuel, I'm going to have to kill it, and then I can't hack the weapons for that to happen. Let's see. An unidentified ship is badly damaged and still being assaulted by space pirates. The victim begins a distress message until the pirate cuts in and offers to split the bounty. That is not an interesting bounty for me. Haha, you're not gonna board us. Alright, we can totally hit the piloting before the weapons, guaranteeing our burst laser also hits. Three, four, five, six projectiles. 3, 4, 5, 6. That could still leave the missile weapon online. Four fuel, 8 missiles, 29 scrap. Well, I do like the fuel, but I have a chance at double rewards here, so... Okay, you boarded in the med bay. That's very nice of you. Sure, we'll dodge twice. That works. Oh, they fix things so fast. Okay, 25 scrap. The pirate victim quickly jumps away before you have a chance to speak to them. You jerks. You are not a store. And with the last fuel, we jump to the next sector. You arrive at an outpost close to the Federation base. Your access codes get you past initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's warden room. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you?" Because he doesn't know. He's had a long day. We explain our mission, which is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief among the officers. General Terzel of the NG Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none. We explain the weakness of the enemy fleet, the giant rebel flagship, the missiles. Shoot them in the missiles. That's the weakness. And then the shields, and then kill the crew, and then blow up the ship. Tully responds, "It's settled. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments. We will do what we can to hold off their warships, but you must succeed in destroying this flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs and fuel, while the other repair stations can provide aid as well. Good luck." Alright, so were you nice in that I can actually get to a repair station and get free drones? Huh? Well, there's one right there. 1, 2, 3. Perhaps to the base? I need the drones to survive. You recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you laborers for cheap. Okay, so they have a bomb, 2 missile systems, and a heavy laser 1. Huh. I think we just have to attack them here. Wow, that is a lot of missiles. Did you know that you had a lot of missiles? I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, that's an ion bomb. Wow, that was absolutely terrifying. It's amazing that we dodged it. And that it didn't hit something we really needed to, like, not hit. Two shields, totally has that. Okay, I need my cloaking back, please. And now we hack them. I really want the glaive beam online to try and pull off their pilot, just from the sheer amount of damage we're going to deal. Yeah, I don't need crew. Didn't kill them all. Okay. Well, we're still alive. Okay, doors can be fixed. Alright, 66 scrap. Wait, are you now just a level... They've been on weapons the entire time, and they just fired a total of 58 shots. They got there. Okay, I would like to not dive if possible. Of course we're going to intervene and defend the outpost. Chance of double rewards. Hack the shields. Get boarded. Vent. Okay, sensors guy will be waiting for them. Okay, closed doors. Oxygen was running. 3 on 2. We should win all those fights, no problem. We got 3 shields for the flak. Cloak. Let's see, we should be able to do... Actually, that flak might not come offline. If we do enough damage, it will pull piloting, but there's actually a chance that flak doesn't come offline. I don't think it does. So Twinge was saying that weapons actually depowered based on how much charge they already have. So these 2 weapons are spent. And the flak hasn't fired yet, so that's going to be the most charged weapon. We'll only deal 3 damage, 2 for the flak, 1 on this. So it's still up unless we hit another 2 shots with our burst laser. Okay, piloting out. Alright, there we go. Sure, your engines are on fire and took 3 damage, but, you know, you have evasion. Sure. Okay, here and then to the base. Yeah, as tempting as it is, we're not going to go firebomb. We'll get 4 shields. That's a good start. Hopefully we get some scrap from this jump. If not, then we'll have to do things like power up oxygen. Technically we shouldn't have to, though. I mean, we're going to do a ridiculous amount of damage to the flagship with our setup, at least for the first 2 phases. Although the sector is still under Federation control, a small scout has slipped by the fleet. You move in to engage. Alright, once again, we hack shields. Super exciting. Differential gameplay. Okay, so we glaive beam through piloting and weapons. That's 3 damage to weapons. Piloting will be 0. And then shoot the weapons some more. Bring back up the oxygen. Alright, 1 missile, 1 drone, 52 scrap. Alright, it's heading to the base. Okay, I don't want to buffer point and piloting. Power bar. $53 scrap. Do I get another power bar? I can bounce between the oxygen. I don't want to upgrade oxygen. I need this because I definitely need my evasion. Oh, is that Kika with the host? Thank you for the host. You're just in time for the flagship fight. Do I do doors now? How's it going, Kika? Yeah, so this is the Zoltan B. It starts with a glaive beam and cloaking. And we're rocking a weapon system of a burst laser 2, glaive beam, hacking, and level 3 cloak. I'm trying to figure out if I want to spend what I want to spend my last 53 scrap on. If I want doors to deal with borders, or if I can hold off for phases 1 and 2 and get something more beneficial. Yeah, I'm just going to go to the power bar. Maybe I actually didn't need that. I didn't need that. I'm not going to be using level... I might have to use level 3 cloaking at some point. Probably not right away. Okay. To the base. This is it, the Rebel Flagship. If you're able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of survival. There is no turning back. Okay, so this is phase 1 of 3 of the flagship fight. Yeah, see it has 4 shields, a bunch of weapons, tons of crew. It has a level 2 cloak, level 3 hack, and doors, as well as this ion cannon. Those 4 systems go away after phase 1. So we have an ion weapon, a laser weapon, a missile turret, and then a beam. So what I'm hoping to do is hack the shields, beam through all their weapons, beam through the missile shields in here. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do with the burst 2. Because in phase 1 I should just be able to cloak underneath the missiles. And we're pretty much going to 2-shot the ship. So maybe I should try and get... So I might just try and take out the cloaking. Of course, it's going to depend on where the hack lands. So that's the first part, is seeing where it hacks. Engines. Alright, that's not fantastic, but it should time mostly that it's going to be cloaked. Alright, so we retaliate by hacking the shields. Alright, our engines are back online. It's a little sketchy that they're down to 52% or 32% evasion. So that means when we do cloak, we actually won't be at 100%. Alright, that's where we cloak. Alright, so we got through that part. Yeah, we're going to actually have to wait for it to cloak because that's how it's going to time out. Yeah, our glaive beam wouldn't be online yet. Okay, right. In my evasion, I have none. Hey, Sir Waffles. Okay. So I have some fires. Do have to work on those. Still need to get its shield down. There we go. Alright, so its evasion's now 0 with that first beam. Do I take the missiles offline or do I take the hack offline? I think I take too much damage if I don't take the hack offline. Oh, I don't like either of these options. Wow, why did I think that missile systems took 4 damage to drop? Is it actually only 3? Wow, that changes lots of things. Okay, fair enough. Okay, piloting's getting fixed. I just don't want the fire to spread. I mean, again, we pretty much like one-shot the ship. I mean, it only has about 6 hull left. Oh, it's 4 damage on stage 3. Yeah, the game cheats and it doesn't let you have swag sensors. Okay, so this should time out just fine. Is there any chance I could potentially kill crew? He's at 45 health, so that's a no. Well, I have a minor chance. No. Wiki seems to be wrong. Okay, as stage 1 and 2 are having level 4 missiles, but it's only stage 3 that it does. Never believe the Wicca. Alright, so we only took 4 damage. Phase 2 should actually go a lot faster because it doesn't have cloaking. I mean, considering that was a pretty gross hack, I guess shield hack is probably worse than an evasion hack. I'm okay with the damage we took. Huh. I can't see this being... Okay, what's the worst that could happen at a fight right now that it's not worth risking to get the extra scrap? Alright, I want to see if we can get more scrap. FTL signature show a Rebel Scout. Oh, Rebel Scout with hacking. I guess that would be kind of a bad case scenario. Weapon system isn't too bad though. Hacking doors is totally okay. Alright, your ion weapon isn't even scary. I don't even need full hacking. I just have to hack this, or dodge the... heavy, not a heavy laser. Sorry, burst 3, 5 projectiles, no problem. We get to win this fight. Two fuel, 1 missile, 42 scrap. It doesn't actually let me improve anything right now. That's okay. Didn't cost us anything but a drone part. Once again, we arrive at the Federation fleet. At the Federation base, waiting for the fleet. English words. Alright. Once again, we will wait for the flagship to show up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crew, plus the guy in guns. Okay, we chased down the flagship by staying where we were. And we discovered it is heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans indicate that it has redirected considerable power to its drones. Okay, so now it's going to have a lot of drones. It'll have a combat 1, a beam 1, a boarding drone, and a defense drone. And about 20 seconds into the fight, it's going to have a power surge where a swarm of drones attacks our ship all at once. Alright, I'm going to switch to the firebomb here. thanks to my newfound information that this is only 3 power, we're going to hack the shields, do damage to it, and try killing crew with the firebomb. And kill as many crew as we can before the next phase. It's a bit sketchy, I guess, but I think I can endure some damage. I just need to kill off a handful of crew. That's my hope. Alright, but first things first, we're going to have to sneak past their defense drone here. Like so. We just turn it off and on when we get past their drone. Alright, they're going to have a boarding drone coming in. Piloting. Okay. Alright. Yep, go in. Here, I'll let you guys in. I want you to try and put that fire out. Okay, yeah, don't dodge this. I need to dodge the... Oh, you're kind of almost dead, human. That's cool. Alright, I now have to close the doors because I now have 2 breaches. Okay, this is the part we have to cloak. And we'll cloak early. Alright, let's work on the O2, because that's actually a problem that it's down. Oh, okay, that's really, really bad. Yeah, I know he's hurting, because he's slow and you boarded in the same spot twice. Hey, it worked! Okay. I think we're still okay. Oh, it's such a good idea to try and kill some off with the bomb. Okay, this is getting a problem. We are having a massive problem. Okay, I need... Geez, my evasion's about to drop to 0, but I can't do anything about it because I'm going to lose because I have no oxygen. How much damage is there left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I just have to hit 3 rooms. Satisfactory. No, don't go in the no oxygen. You can't breathe there, you fool. Okay, Zoltan's relatively healthy as well. We should be okay. Okay, move you to a more oxygen-filled room. How much health are you at? 1? That's great. Okay, do I now have oxygen? Alright, yeah, I have to actually repair it before I upgrade oxygen, or it doesn't work. If you upgrade oxygen or any other system while it's broken, it actually is built broken. Okay, just playing it safe there. Yeah, so that like one power I didn't really use, I could have upgraded oxygen there and been better off. I probably should actually turn on the heal bay now. Okay. Just need to heal everyone up. This is fine. Everything's fine. Level 2 oxygen, we can actually sustain a breach. Just like it's done by slugs. Ooh. Okay. So can I do anything for 40 scrap? I could improve sensors. Why not? Even though they won't do anything. Alright, so we're now going to jump into the flagship for phase 3. This leaves the base a safe jump for us to get back to, since it doesn't get overtaken by the rebel fleet, and is never a dive. So if the fight goes poorly, or we can't deal with the borders, we can just jump back to the base and take care of them there. My primary goal is to deal with the border situation. Not exactly sure how much crew is left alive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crew, so that's potential 7 crew, that's potential 6 borders. And there's going to be mind control. Alright, so you're not certain how it's able to keep fighting with the amount of damage it has sustained. It looks like it's transferred power to the teleporter as well as some kind of super weapon. Be prepared, this is it. So now we have a Zoltan super shield that takes 10 damage. We have level 3 mind control and boarding, and they will board a lot. Okay, doors, not amazing, not bad. Alright, most part we're, like I said, if we get really lucky with shots and the Zoltan shield comes down or the super shield comes down quickly, we might keep on fighting. But mostly we're just going to try and focus on dealing with the borders. Okay, took damage to weapons. That's bad. Alright, we just got boarded by 2 more crew. Alright, but I am about to kill 1. How long is that mind control? Okay, 4 borders and weapons, though. That is legit a problem. And with my weapons already down, yeah, we're gonna have to jump away to deal with this situation. Okay, you go there, you can do piloting. Alright. Back to the base. Okay, Zoltan's healthy. Yeah, I only have 3 power and weapons left. Are you actually healthy? Okay, you can come down here and fight. Down to 2 crew. Okay, well, we did survive to kill at least a significant amount of their crew. It's pretty bad we got hit in the weapons, though. Alright, we can heal up and then try again. Do I care about fixing that breach? I really don't. I don't know, if we get some borders in here, I guess we can just vent it quickly. Alright. Phase 3, take 2. Alright, only have 2 borders and the mind control, okay. Mind control my Zoltan on shields. And only single border. Actually not that great. That means that they're manning both of these stations as an extra 5% evasion. I didn't really want. Oh, why are my shields not at max? Alright, sensors guy can fight this guy. Okay, those are good dodges to have. Close my doors. Second border into piloting. Okay, he's dead. We can now distract oxygen. Oh, no. You distract oxygen. You're going to board into piloting so it can slow down you from doing damage. Okay, this is the thing we have to cloak under. Cool, fire. We're going to vent that out. 95 evasion got hit in the piloting regardless. Okay. Still alive, still alive. I only really need level 1 cloaking. Okay, borders have been dealt with. And their shield is now down. Double fire 3 hits through all my evasion again. Okay. Let's try and put the weapons back up. Mind controlled by pilot, that's okay. We're pretty much just in a DPS race right now. Okay, go ahead and distract pilot because I do need some evasion. Okay, We're just gonna cloak everything now. Wait for our systems to come back online. Yeah, there's lots of fires going on. Come on, I just need you to hold on for a few more seconds. And we win. Oh. The Stealth Bee.